It's time to face an uncomfortable truth. If you're spending too much time sitting down, you could be shortening your life. It might not happen overnight, but studies have shown that a sedentary lifestyle can lead to serious health issues down the road. But don't worry, because we've got some easy tips to help you avoid these problems so you can live longer and healthier lives. Now let's get started with our shocking revelation. We're going to blow your mind with the hard-hitting truth about why sitting too long is killing you. So buckle up for a wild ride through the science of prolonged sitting and its impact on your body. Are you ready to learn what could be lurking around every corner? Number 7. Sitting is killing you slowly. When you think of danger, you probably imagine something immediate and dramatic, like a speeding car or a ticking bomb. But sometimes danger can be more subtle, like a slow leak in a ship that won't sink, but will leave you stranded in the water. And that's how it is with sitting for too long. It's not dangerous in the moment, but over time it can have serious consequences. Studies show that sitting for extended periods can increase your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. So it's important to pay attention to this silent threat. Otherwise, you could be signing your own death warrant without even realizing it. Just think if you spend hours each day sitting down, day after day, month after month, year after year, that's a lot of time for damage to accumulate in your body. You might not feel anything now, but the negative effects are still there lurking beneath the surface waiting to strike. It's like sitting on a powder keg just waiting for it to explode. So if you want to protect yourself from the dangers of prolonged sitting, you need to be aware of the risks and take action before it's too late. Number 6. The silent killer, prolonged sitting. You may not be able to see it or feel it, but studies show that prolonged sitting can increase your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. In fact, research has found that people who sit for more than 8 hours a day are 40% more likely to develop heart disease than those who sit for less time. That's why it's important to keep moving and take breaks when you've been sitting for a while. Our bodies weren't designed to stay in one position for long periods of time. We need to move around to keep our blood flowing and our muscles and bones healthy. The good news is that you do not have to make drastic changes to your lifestyle to reap the benefits. Just taking short breaks every half hour or so can make a big difference. Stand up, stretch your legs, and walk around a bit. You'll feel better and reduce your risk of developing serious health problems down the road. So remember, even if you can't see it, prolonged sitting can be a silent killer. But by taking action now, you can protect your health and enjoy a better quality of life in the future. Number 5. Sitting is the new smoking. Studies show that sitting for too long can have a negative impact on your health, similar to the effects of smoking. In fact, researchers from the University of Texas found that people who sat for more than 8 hours a day had a higher risk of developing cancer and cardiovascular disease, even if they were physically active outside of work. This is because prolonged sitting can lead to increased levels of inflammation in the body, which has been linked to the development of chronic diseases like cancer and heart disease. What's more, studies have also shown that sitting for long periods can increase the risk of obesity, diabetes, and mental health problems like depression. So if you want to stay healthy and reduce your risk of developing these conditions, it's important to take regular breaks from sitting down and get moving. Even just a few minutes of light activity can make a big difference. For example, standing up and walking around the office every half hour or so can help improve circulation and reduce the risk of blood clots. Additionally, taking the stairs instead of the elevator and doing some stretches can help improve flexibility and reduce muscle tension. Remember, every little bit counts. By making small changes to your daily routine, you can reduce your risk of developing smoking-related diseases and improve your overall health and well-being. Are the hidden link between sitting and cancer? Did you know that there's a secret connection between sitting for too long and the development of cancer? Well, there is. Research shows that people who sit for extended periods of time may have a higher risk of developing certain types of cancer. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults who sat for more than 8 hours a day had a 24% higher risk of developing colon cancer than those who sat for less time. Another study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that prolonged sitting was associated with an increased risk of breast cancer, particularly among postmenopausal women. So why does sitting for too long increase the risk of cancer? One possible explanation is that prolonged sitting can lead to obesity, and being overweight is a known risk factor for many types of cancer. Additionally, sitting for long periods can cause disruptions in hormone levels, which may contribute to the growth and development of cancer cells. To reduce your risk of cancer, it's important to break up long periods of sitting and incorporate regular physical activity into your daily routine. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Not only will this help you maintain a healthy weight, but it will also boost your metabolism, improve insulin sensitivity, and strengthen your bones and muscles. So if you want to reduce your risk of cancer and improve your overall health, it's time to get up from your seat and start moving. 3. Mental health consequences of sitting too long. It's no secret that sitting for too long can have negative consequences for our physical health. But did you know that it can also affect our mental well-being? Studies have shown that prolonged sitting can lead to increased levels of stress and anxiety, as well as a higher risk of depression. When we sit for extended periods, our brains don't get the stimulation they need to stay active and engaged, which can lead to feelings of restlessness and irritability. Additionally, sitting for long periods can cause our bodies to become stiff and uncomfortable, which can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and stress. Fortunately, there are simple things we can do to mitigate these risks. Taking regular breaks to stretch our bodies and move around can help improve our mood and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Getting some fresh air and natural sunlight can also be helpful, as can practicing mindfulness or deep breathing exercises. By incorporating these strategies into our daily routines, we can not only protect our mental health, but also improve our overall well-being. So next time you find yourself sitting for too long, take a break, move around, and give your mind and body the rest they need. Number 2. Sitting your way to a shorter life. Did you know that sitting for too long could be shortening your lifespan? It's true. A recent study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that people who sit for more than 8 hours a day have a higher risk of dying from any cause within 5 years. But that's not all. Other studies have shown that prolonged sitting can lead to other health problems like heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. So why does sitting for so long pose such a risk to our health and longevity? One reason is that it can lead to obesity, which is a major risk factor for many chronic diseases. Additionally, sitting for long periods can cause our muscles to become weak and our bones to become brittle, which can increase the risk of falls and fractures. To protect your health and extend your lifespan, it's important to take regular breaks from sitting down and incorporate physical activity into your daily routine. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week, and make sure to get up from your seat every half hour or so to stretch your muscles and improve circulation. By following these guidelines, you can reduce your risk of developing chronic diseases and extend your lifespan. So don't let sitting for too long shorten your life. Get up and move today. Number 1. The simple fix: move more, sit less. Prolonged sitting has been linked to a host of health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. But the good news is that there's a simple fix: move more and sit less. It doesn't require a drastic change in your lifestyle. Just a few small tweaks to your daily routine can make a big difference. Start by setting a timer to remind you to take breaks from sitting. Stand up and stretch every half hour or so. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, and park farther away from the entrance to get some extra steps in. These simple changes can help improve your circulation, reduce muscle stiffness, and boost your energy levels. Additionally, incorporating regular physical activity into your routine can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week, whether it's brisk walking, cycling, or swimming. Any movement is better than none. And don't worry, you don't have to go from couch potato to marathon runner overnight. Just a few small changes can make a big difference in your health and well-being. So move more, sit less, and enjoy the benefits of a healthier, more active lifestyle. Hey viewers, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share. Until next time, stay healthy and active.